running out of time and got a lot of space here, or I don't have a lot of space on this phone. I want to kind of talk to you about that color scheme and let me just kind of jump straight to it. William Paul Young talks about the shack, and he talks about, we're only as safe as our secrets, or we're only as sick as our secrets. And sometimes one of the ways of going to the shack is literally to go into those spaces, into those memories, into those things of heartbreak. And so, for example, most people who are walking by in San Francisco, they're not really thinking much about that color scheme. But see, that color scheme is almost identical with the color scheme that I had as an address, and 902 Duff Court, and that was kind of where some of those traumatic experiences happen, and YouTube is not really the place for me to talk about such personal things because it involves other people, but to really share the story of, when I first saw that, it was like, wow, that's such a random color scheme. But 902 Duff Court, that's where I lived. That's where my mom and my stepdad and my brother Ben and we lived, and then that's where they had 2 more children. It was when they had children, that was when things went from bad to worse for us. And so where am I going? I'm going to run out of space here, but I really want to give you a real life example of, we talk about healing, but often we don't want to go into those spaces, and when we're reminded of those things, often the emotion we feel is not positive. Usually it's a negative. And so if your ego is on full tilt and you're not really living a conscious life, you're going to simply be angry for the rest of the day. But now I can realize that, there's something in that color scheme that God wanted to talk to me about. Maybe He wanted me to share that. Maybe if I can just make one person or help one person, buy the shack and really read it. If I could affect one person's life with this 2-minute video, that's worth its weight in gold. All right, just a real life example of healing and the shack, and how does it really look like in real life, and moving into those spaces, and even when they're uncomfortable. And in fact, the Bible even speaks of being enlarged in tight places. It's really interesting. If you study the life of Jesus, He really did 2 things. He healed and He taught. That's all He did. He healed and He taught. That's all He did. So @maybe I could teach you something, even if I'm teaching you to go find a healing book called The Shack. All right, you guys, be good. Email me, Americana417@gmail.com. Go into those tight spaces, those uncomfortable spaces. Move into the chaos. You guys have a great day.